Hello. Happy Wednesday. Just lost my AirPods as I went live, but I'm here. I'm put back together. My Wednesday has gradually gotten better and better as the day has gone by. So, we are talking about cranberry sauce today. Reagan's with me, and we're going to wait for a couple of folks to pop on, but we are talking a quick cranberry sauce that is kind of the butt of a lot of jokes around Thanksgiving. I'm here for it. I don't like the canned stuff, but I totally understand a tradition around that product. It's not my thing. My husband loves it. Okay, so we're going to make a cranberry sauce that is just bursting with flavor. And what I love about it is it's perfect for your Thanksgiving meal, but it's perfect for so many other things. So I've got a nice hot pot, and I'm going in with sugar and cinnamon sticks, got those going in, and bourbon. So half cup of bourbon, you get that in there. It's going to bubble like crazy. And I am using Canelands. It's now 3 Roll, our local distillery. I'm using their bourbon, and this already smells pretty magical. So I'll show you what's happening in this pot. What we want to do is get some bubbles on this because we need this sugar to melt. But we've got some other things going in. But I'm going to get that stirred up because I want to make sure I'm not scorching. But that smells pretty amazing. So I've got my bourbon and sugar in the pot, and we are well on our way to a beautiful cranberry sauce. Okay, juice of 4 oranges. So this is the juice of 3 oranges that I'm going to add in, and I'm going to hit my heat just a little bit. Reagan, what are those videos that make the noises that people like? Am I doing that? No, she said. I'm definitely not. Okay, I'll stick with cooking live on Facebook. Okay, that just got amazing. So, a nice big knob of ginger. And I'm going to explain why at the end. But for real, I think I said walnut sized in the recipe that I wrote that Reagan is going to paste in comments. I was sitting there this morning saying, what size is this? Is this a walnut? It's a piece of ginger that's rather large. Don't do a little slice, don't grate it, a nice big knob of ginger. Okay, that's starting to bubble, and I need the juice of my 4th orange, but I need some zest. But I don't want to zest it small because it's too much. It's going to take over the sauce. So you want that essence of the zest without having too much surface area. So I'm going to use this peeler that we are in love with. It's the craziest thing. It's a kiwi and tomato peeler. What an odd combination of items, but it works for a lot of other things. So it makes a beautiful piece of zest. Look, beautiful piece of zest. Nice big piece of zest. We want 2 of those. So 1, 2. So this peeler can handle, wait for it, a butternut squash. Never did I think I would use a Y peeler on a butternut squash, but it's got tiny, tiny serrations, and it really makes quick work of it. So this is bubbling nicely. Let me tilt this. I don't have, oh, I do. Cameron got me all set up. Sometimes they like to punk me, but today he got me set up. Look at that. It's bubbling, it's doing its thing, and it smells wonderful. So the sugar is starting to melt. and all of our other goodies are in here doing their thing, and it's getting nice and smooth. I don't feel any grittiness anymore, but something's happening in this pot. It's not critical for this dish, but if we were making candy, it would be important that we tackle this. And I'll show you in just a second. But I need to get the juice of my fourth orange in there. And our favorite squeezers. And that makes easy work. And it squirts out the side, but that won't happen at your house. It's going to be perfect. All right, let me get my other orange in here and squeeze that in. So, bourbon, orange, orange zest, cinnamon sticks, ginger. What? So much goodness. Okay, that is now a beautiful clear syrup. And let me show you guys again. And it's ready for the cranberries. So I have fresh cranberries, but you can use frozen. Perfectly fine. So it's clear. There's no graininess. Oh, I wanted to show you this trick. So I've got some sugar crystallizing on the side of my pot. And if we were making candy or pralines, or if I was making my marshmallows that I make every year, what you do is you have a bowl of water and a pastry brush, and you paint down the sides of your pan. I'm not concerned about cranberry sauce and crystallization, but if this were a persnickety candy that we were trying to get to a certain temperature, we wouldn't want that crystallization. But now it's gone because I painted it away with some water. Cranberries, a bag of fresh cranberries. Those go in and we stir them around and we boil them and bubble them until they start to burst. In 15 minutes, this is going to be thick and jammy and smell wonderful. So I'm going to let that do its thing. I want to show you how some of the cranberries burst. They'll actually all burst. And I like a combination of mostly smashed. That is completely up to you. So you use a potato smasher. I use the back of this ladle to, once they started bursting and getting soft, to break them all down. But you could leave them mostly whole if you wanted to. That's completely up to you. Okay, so I want those to burst a little bit so you can see, but I do have a batch made. But we're going to talk about what we stir in at the end, and that is a whole vanilla bean. So our vanilla beans are these guys. They're all packaged up for you. They are beautiful. We get them from, our supplier gets them from the Bourbon Islands of Madagascar. And they're lovely. And they are great for making creme brulee, ice cream, but they're absolutely fantastic in this cranberry sauce. So here's my vanilla bean. I need some of this for you guys so you can see a little better. Let's try that. Okay, so I'm going to take the a small knife. This is a steak knife. You can use a paring knife. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to split this vanilla bean and try to flatten it out. And I'm going to split this vanilla bean all the way down. And then I'm going to take the back of my knife and press and scrape. And that is all those little black specks. Absolutely delicious. And I've got a little family watching me through the window. How cute are they? All those little black specks from that vanilla bean, all scraped out. Go through it again. Just make sure you get them all. And that is amazing vanilla flavor and aroma. And that goes in the cranberry sauce at the end, along with this bean pod, and leave it whole because you need to be able to identify it and fish it out. And that was the reason for those big pieces of that big piece of orange zest. See that there? And that big piece of ginger. So we can find it and get it out of there at the end. There's my big piece of ginger. So that was the reason for the large size. So this will bubble away. I'm going to calm it down a little bit. This will bubble away. They're all starting to break and burst. It's gorgeous. The color is amazing. And so what we do at the end, when we get it the consistency we want, we move this out of the way and bring my other one in. Those vanilla beans and that vanilla bean pod go in. So here's my finished guy. And let's take a look at that. It's jammy and thick and spoonable and absolutely delicious. So let's go ahead and get out our, I need tongs and I don't have them. I'm going to get out our piece of ginger. And then I'm going to find my zest, my 2 pieces of zest. There's one. I'm going to grab the other. I'm going to leave my cinnamon sticks in. There's that zest. Easy to find. That comes out. Let's go in with our vanilla beans. None of those left behind. Come on now. And that bean pod goes in. And you get that stirred around. And that cranberry sauce is now ready to serve. It's delicious hot. You can serve it alongside the turkey. I like to put it in a jar. So a couple of ways I like to use it in addition to my turkey is I'll jar up a little and enjoy that on a cheese board. And so here's this gorgeous cheese board. Look, I want to set it on here, but this burner's hot. Let me get a pan. I can do this, I promise. So Cameron made me this little cheese board, and I've got my cranberry sauce in a little jar on a cheese board. It would be great on a biscuit the next morning or even the morning of Thanksgiving. And he's, oh, what does he have for me? Manchego? So I've got manchego. Here's the part everybody waits for. I talk to you with my mouth full. Some manchego, some cranberry sauce on a little crostini. I'm going to take a bite. Oh my gosh. Reagan, it's so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. But wait, here's what I live for. The next day, got a little ciabatta. This is obviously deli turkey. You'll do this with your Thanksgiving turkey. I've got turkey. I've got cheese. Some cheese on there. I've got a little spinach. I'm going to make a quick little salad. Our, wait for it, cranberry balsamic, rosemary, extra virgin olive oil. So a little drizzle of those guys. I'm going to make a little salad and dress my sandwich. Can you guys see? So you've got leftover Thanksgiving salad or greens. No worries. That goes right on your sandwich. And what do we do with that cranberry sauce? Well, that goes right on our sandwich. Okay. Get my cranberry sauce. And I'm going to take a bite. And I can't wait to do this again next week with my Thanksgiving turkey. So that is a sandwich, you guys. Come on now. Get that on there. Cut that in half and really have bad manners and take a bite of that one. Let's see how I did. Look at it. I love that sandwich. Come on now. I'm going to take a bite. Mm-mm-mm. So good. Sorry. So easy. You're under 30 minutes with the cranberry sauce. And then you've got a beautiful condiment that lives in your fridge. It's ready for Thanksgiving. It's ready for sandwiches. It's ready for a cheese board. I think you guys should make it. Don't forget, grab a vanilla bean. That's the key here. Those vanilla beans going in at the end. Okay, I did it. I did all the things. I coughed. I talked with my mouth full. I ate a sandwich. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a great Wednesday and the rest of your week. And I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.